Whoa, hello. Hey, welcome to another episode of No Load Time. Hopefully, not the last one. My name is Owen Velez, and with me is the most interesting man in the world, Joel Young.
What's good? No load time. Obed, we made it. We're here.
my
You
computer
know what?
almost
That's what matters.
my computer almost imploded, bro. I had to I had to
Which is
put my
pretty,
skills to the test right here, man. I was like,
I mean, of all people,
man,
Obed is a technical expert. I will tell you, that is his expertise. So when his
um,
computer is having problems, it's not good.
apologies to the guys on YouTube because it says here that the stream is up, but I don't see anything coming through. Anywho, Joel, how are you, bro? How's it going?
I'm doing great. Life is good. Happy to be here. Yeah, we're gonna probably fly through a lot of stuff this episode. We're filming it obviously at a different time than our usual
A little
slot.
bit,
So
a few minutes later. I mean,
yeah, a few minutes later, nothing
not
too
too bad.
crazy.
Yeah, nothing too crazy.
So
It's not bad.
so Obed, did you
Yeah,
get your Batman tickets?
I did not get my Batman tickets.
Okay. That was another quick surprise on all of us. They did not give us much of an advance notice. Now, I had a similar effect to what happened with Spider-Man No Way Home, where Obed, I was on Twitter and I saw people saying, I have my tickets. This was yesterday. I have my tickets
Okay.
for Batman. I'm going, what are you talking about? Like, tickets aren't on sale. I'm like, are they? It's a random thing. And then I don't know if you saw, I guess there was a fan screening thing. They were doing a fan first that they called it. And
Mm,
it's basically only in IMAX formats across the country. They are showing this movie on March the 1st, which is, a few days early. March the 4th is when I think, is official launch. So yeah, that they had that showing going on there. So I go, of course, looking it up, already sold out because I saw it an hour after it was posted, and within an hour, obviously, all the good seats at all the IMAXs were gone because I would have used my lovely AMC pass that you guys know I'm pretty fond of for that. We're not sponsored by AMC, but we'd welcome it.
By the way, I
but
don't know. Is it AMC or is it Movie Pass that's gonna, or is it now just everything's the same thing, right? There were some changes that were announced today, right?
for AMC, I didn't hear this.
Or Movie Pass. I don't know. I know that there was
I
one
know Movie
that,
Pass was trying to come back.
yeah. Well, they're excuse me. They're having like a point system or something where you can get points to use towards movie streamings.
Yep, and I think I see what you're talking about. Movie Fat today.
Yeah.
Movie Pass is officially coming back, so it's probably what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah, yeah. So I saw it in passing.
Okay,
I didn't pay attention, but I thought I might
yeah,
ask. But cool.
that's no, it's interesting. Yeah, I did not hear that, but yeah, usually I use this thing because obviously I get like 3 movies a week, and it includes IMAX, Dolby, anything. It's the
Yeah.
same price. It doesn't matter. So yeah, I got my reservation in Obed. I'll be seeing it after we record on that Friday. So I will not be seeing it on opening on Thursday. We'll do our regular scheduled show probably, and then the next day I'll see it, and the following week we'll have enough time to digest and discuss it. But yeah, that
Cool.
was they snuck out that up on us. And then I had another opportunity today, Obed, through AMC to have another advanced screening. They emailed me for March the second or whatever, and I missed that one again by an hour. So,
Wow.
man, I was like, man, I could have seen this movie early. It's funny when it comes to DC movies, Obed. Like, I tend to be okay with seeing spoilers or seeing little clips and stuff. This is a movie I've
It's
actually purposely stayed in the dark.
yeah.
It's not a common thing for me. Like any of the Snyder films and stuff, like I would hear all kinds of rumors and stuff, and I would have no problem reading it. What's a
I haven't
Marvel
seen any
one?
of
I
the.
usually try and stay in the dark,
I haven't even
but they
watched the
got
TV
clips
spots.
out.
Yeah, I don't have. I
Yeah,
haven't watched any of the TV
yeah. Like
spots. None of
there's
the
like a funeral
clips.
clip or something.
Yeah.
I'm not
No.
watching it.
No. I'm not watching any of
It's
that.
it's 3 hours, 2 hours, 55 minutes. That will be a pure experience, and I look forward to it, man. But yeah,
Yeah.
that's coming up.
Yeah. Same. I'm excited for that movie. I'm definitely going to attempt and find my way out and go watch it for sure.
Yeah,
It's because it's on the short list, right? So
yeah.
I'll definitely make it out for that. I already planted the seed for Doctor Strange. I was like, hey, so Tobey Maguire may be back or Doctor Strange. And so
Good job. Good job.
I'm planning
Good.
to see. If not, that's another one that I have to go because if the spoilers are not the spoilers but the rumors right are true, then that's going to be another event. Like if it's true that it's going to be like another money making machine, just like Spider Man, it's going to be
Well, think
insane.
about it. Initially, these movies were supposed to come out parallel. You're supposed to have Batman and Doctor Strange. They were both going to be
Yeah.
coming out at the same time,
Yep.
essentially. So which movie technically will be the better movie? I think we're in a winning situation as fans. We're going
Oh
to get
yeah.
good stuff. That's what I believe, right? DC has had a skeptical past and Warner what they've done, but this one looks like we're in good hands, especially with Matt Reeves. But yeah, technically, this is kind of like that, like Batman versus Superman Civil War kind of thing, where like they both came out at the same time,
Yep.
and they were kind of. This is one of those situations where Marvel was clearly trying to pull out the bazooka on DC and let it go. So I think we're gonna win as fans.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure. For sure. Before we go into Book of Boba Fett, I totally forgot to talk about it that last week because last week I was so excited to talk about Boba Fett that I totally forgot to talk about more mind blowing stuff. Right. So I mentioned that I went back and got the Funimation service. Bro, Attack on Titan is just like so if the Book of Boba Fett episode was like it was exciting for because of all the I guess the cameos, right, the last week's episode. This last two episodes of Attack on Titan are like mind bending, like it's so good. And I can't wait for the next week's episode. It's just gonna be insane. It's like it just turned the lore upside down. Like this is like right because you coming back from like 2013. There's only 4 seasons of this thing, but coming back from like 2013, and you're piecing this lore in your mind, right? And you see glimpses here and there, and you have to watch like the end credits. Not every episode, but at least once a season, so you can see like the little slideshow they have because they have lore there. But when
Mm.
you're thinking about this lore and piecing stuff together, and then when you see it flipped on its head, and you're like, it's something else, bro. But as awesome as that is, dude, I watched the Mugen Train arc on Demon Slayer. Oh my god.
I think it was trending.
So it was trending because episode 10 of the Entertainment District came out, and people are saying that this is like the best anime episode in anything, a single episode
Wow.
ever, dude. So
Wow.
I'm on episode 4 of that, so I'm getting there. But it's incredible that this show like gets me, like hits every emotion. It's funny, it's hype when it's super hype, and it's sad, and it's like it hits all the emotions, dude. And it's like you one moment you're crying because I was crying on Mugen Train, and then the next minute you're just laughing because it's crazy, bro. How do they do this? And these characters are so freaking good, man.
Yeah.
Like I just like, bro, Tanjiro's such a good character, man. It's like Goku, right? It's like what if Goku was actually serious? I wouldn't say serious, right? But what if Goku actually had emotion? Like
Mm.
like the pureness of Goku with actual emotion, because Goku's like, oh yes, I'm pure, a pure good dude, but I'm also a clown, and I don't pay attention to my wife because I want to be training all the time, and all the like this, right? But Tanjiro is like the opposite. It's like Goku, but it's like you're not gonna hurt anyone anymore. Like this, oh, bro, it's so I can't find more positive things to say about this show. It's amazing, dude. Amazing. Like everyone should watch. Like it is. No, I wouldn't say everyone, right? It's because it's pretty violent. It's not gory, but it's pretty violent. Not like Attack on Titans. Like they went next level gory on this few episodes. It was brutal. But it was it's just fantastic, dude. And I was like, cause I've been doing like the Attack on Titan episodes come out on Sunday. I watch them on Monday morning, right? And then I would watch Demon Slayer until Boba Fett. Now I can just run through Demon Slayer, and then when I'm done with that, I'll just go back to Hero, because to My Hero Academia, because that was really good too. And I watched the first two seasons, so and I think they're almost done with the fourth season now. So I have catching up to do. But yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. On the anime realm, it's pretty good, man. Pretty good. Book of Boba Fett, also pretty good. Also pretty good. No big reveals. Spoilers again. Be warned. No big reveals on this episode. I think it was consistently good. Because it was all action packed, and we know that it was going to be action packed because it was all building up to this moment. And I don't know what some people were expecting, but it was exactly what I expected. And it was fine, and it was fun, and it was good. Like overall, right? And there's some criticism to be made towards the show, and some people have made their voices heard out there, and rightfully so, right? It's not perfect. Is the show perfect? No. Is it good? Yes. Is it better than most of the Star Wars stuff that we've gotten? Here and there, it has moments, right? Like that episode 6 is better than most of the Star Wars we've gotten.
Right.
But yeah. But then like the build up to that and the here and there, the last episode was fine, no super crazy stuff. Um just putting that out there, I don't think Cat Bane's dead. I think as soon as I saw the little beeping thing on his chest, I was like, "Oh yeah, he's not dead. He's got to have some implants or a backup plan." So yeah. Yeah. But yeah, what do you think?
Oh my goodness, so much to be said. But right off the bat, like you mentioned, expectations. I think that's really important to talk about with this because there are people who they're asking themselves, like, I don't know how to feel about this. And I think it's because they thought, oh my goodness, we're gonna have this lightsaber swinging Luke Skywalker running through, and it's gonna be this epic battle with the Jedi against this syndicate, and Boba Fett's gonna be a background character. Well, like, no, they were never gonna make him a background character. I mean, there was a couple episodes clearly that Boba Fett made a cameo in his own show, but like for the finale,
Yeah.
that's what it is, But for the finale, like they completed an arc, and the arc for him was
Yeah.
how can they make him more personable? How can they add an extra personal touch to him that we never saw, we never got before he was just a brunt, right? And now he has this journey of he finally has a people that he can call home. It's a place he can call
Yeah.
home, and now he is King Boba Fett in essence, in this land, and there's now that completed storyline. And like I think to your point of it, like I don't know that I could have really asked for more from a story standpoint for a Boba Fett show, like a Star Wars show. There's another conversations to be had, right? There's a
Yeah.
lot of other things that they could have done, maybe should have done.
Yeah.
But for a Boba Fett show, Obed, I think everything they did made sense.
Yeah, I do find that some of the like again, some of the criticism is I think and in my
Sure.
opinion merited,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But some of the criticism is coming from you gotta watch Clone Wars, right? To get
Yes.
some context to some of the things that are said in this last episode. If you watch Clone, look, let's put it this way: if you watch Clone Wars, it's gonna make everything better because it'll make episode 3 better. It'll make this better. It'll make Mando better. It's probably gonna make ObiWan better. and
Yeah,
that's that's a
100%.
given. So watch, like, my suggestion is, like, go back and watch Clone Wars, watch Bad Batch, and 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 I think that's going to give you some more context to some of the relationships and the Boba Fett stuff. Um, because I think that in the end, that's the thing that the Boba Fett was truly after. And you could see it in the Clone Wars, and you could see it realized here, where, like, he lost his only family, right? He's lost Jango Fett. He has this thing towards the Jedi, and then started working for the Hutts after that. But then in the middle, you saw him, like, in the Clone Wars, he's trying to find his place. Whether it be with Cad Bane or with the other bounty hunters, like, he's trying to find his place. And here, that it's that realization. It's like he finally found his place.
Yeah.
And he's in a place where he's always wanted to be. So, yeah.
Yeah, and I really got to take my time to go back and find it. I'm gonna clip it if I keep saying it, but I got to do it. Like, I had said before, we had talked about this before. I'm not saying Boba Fett's a bad character. I think he's a fine character. I think he's a cool character because he's a mysterious character before this show. Like, in order for them to make a show about Boba Fett, that, by the way, certain fans were demanding and asking for, they had to give him this extra person because he couldn't just be walking around as this, you know, tough machismo that's just shooting up everybody. Like, that wasn't gonna work for the whole
It doesn't
show,
work.
right?
Yeah,
You, you
exactly.
th- like, I know some people like to think it would, but in reality, it would not be as entertaining as they might think. And I'm not saying again that they got everything right with this show, but I understand some of the decisions because they were trying to add that extra layer. And you said it, Obed, like, did they handle this better than probably what other Disney stuff that we're talking about, other Disney film properties? Like, yeah, I would say they did because although people were upset that he probably was a little more nerfed in this show, like, he's it still wasn't offensive. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying I was
Yeah,
completely
no,
offended
that's
by
fine.
some stuff, but there are people who were offended by some of the decisions made in the other stuff. Where in this one, it was creative decisions, but they still, I think, tried their best to stay true to the heart of it.
Yeah, I mean, I think they did a good job overall. Again, it's good. I would say, like, if I would rank it, right, if I was gonna, if I be if I be IGN.com, I would rightfully give the mandatory 7.5 out of 10. You know, not because it's called Book of Boba Fett and he wasn't in 2 episodes, but, like, as a whole, I think it's like a 7.5.
Yeah.
Again, there's episodes that are fives. There's episodes that are sixes. There's an episode that's 10. There's an episode that's a 9. This last episode's like an 8, right? So, like, if you average it out,
Yeah,
I
that's true.
it has some really good moments. Um, Rancor, that was pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh
and we
yeah.
all knew that was gonna happen, right? Not to which extent, but it happened. It was great, and it was great to see. Man, Rancors can take a beating, though. It's like,
I know.
you put it in like, if you put in perspective now, it's like, well, granted that the Rancor in Jabba's palace doesn't really have a lot of space to move around, but, like, see how dangerous the Rancor is, and Luke was, like, in real trouble, dude. Like, if you put it in context.
Absolutely. And if you think about it, like, Machete mentions how the witches of Dathomir,
Machete,
rode on those things.
machete in
So
space.
yeah, Machete in space. He mentions how the witches of Dathomir rode on them in ancient times, like, as like it was like a battle creature. So, and they also mentions how this is kind of like still a youth, like it's not even a fully grown
Yeah,
Rancor. So that thing, like, if it was like, Papa Rancor, it probably would have been even more intense. And then secondly, like, it wasn't having some magic wielder, riding it. It was, it was a bounty hunter.
yeah,
Like, these things are not to be messed with. So no, it was cool. I'm not gonna lie. Like, when I first saw those battle droids come out with the shields. I was like, oh man, like they need a Jedi to get through this, right? Because there's only a certain way. But I like how they were creative enough to still let Boba Fett have his moment with that Rancor.
I saw someone made a comment that they were like was it the Roy droideca, because it's
Yeah,
like a droideca
yeah.
on steroids. It's yeah, that was good. Yeah, those droids were cool too. Yeah, we all knew Cobb Vanth wasn't dead, right? Like they alluded, there's oh, you got shot in cold blood. It's like he's not dead still. I was like, I don't
Well, you
believe you.
mentioned to me in the last episode
Yeah,
how you
yeah,
put the audio on. The girl says like he's breathing or something,
yeah.
or
On the captions, yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah. So you
yeah,
mentioned that to me. I went back and checked it out, and you're absolutely right. So that was
yeah,
already confirmation.
yeah. Exactly. So that's good. Yeah, them coming back and helping out was good. RP Gormorians, you shall be missed.
Oh yeah.
You escaped Luke's force choke, but you could not escape. You know the pugs or whatever they're called. they
It
look
was
like
so jacked up. I
they
was
look
backing
like
him in a
pugs. I
corner.
know, right?
Like,
Yeah,
what is going on?
yeah.
These guys are warriors. Like they should.
Crescent,
I don't know.
right? Chrysanthemum. I mean, Chrysanthemum got outnumbered. That's the only way you can get him, right?
But
And
even still, the dude just
yeah,
as a bear
yeah.
creature just throws them all
Well,
off
and the,
clearly.
the thing that not a lot of people realize is that if you go back and explore Chrysanthemum's lore, like he's enhanced. Like he's not a
Yeah.
regular Wookiee.
No.
So he's has like cyborg enhancements too. So
Yeah.
you know, and he's super jacked. So that's why he's super tough. Um, yeah, I think the mods were okay. Like I was like, what are they gonna do at the end? Right, that was the thing that
Yeah.
I was thinking. I was like, what are they gonna have these guys do? Um, and I think they were fine. You know, I really like the main two, like the girl and the dude with the eye. I think they're cool. You know,
Did you catch that moment when the dude with the eye when he tries to help, they're helping Chrysanthemum up, right? And he does like a spinning like I
that's
was like,
very
what?
that's freaking desperado, man. That's Robert
I was,
Rodriguez. Yeah,
I was just watching. I was like, all he has to do is just
that's
shoot.
it. That's
No, let
some
me do a 360 spin and then fire.
That's some and mariachi moves right there, man. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, Robert Rodriguez,
Super
man. He'll.
extra.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So that's yeah.
It
That's
was
I mean,
cool. Don't
it
get me
was
wrong. It
yeah,
just made me
very
laugh.
western. Like it was shot very
Yeah.
western. Again, very Robert Rodriguez. It was shot very desperado ish. You know, it was good. It was good. I mean, if there's anything negative that I could say about this last episode is that we didn't get any big surprises, right?
Yeah.
That's the only negative. You know, Grogu's back, right? And you know, when you see the X-wing coming in, it's like, oh, I knew it. It's, Luke's coming in. I was like, wait, what is it? Is Luke in there? And then you know, it was just R2 piloting the X-wing and coming back and delivering Grogu back because he picked the Mando's shirt. Um, yeah, cool. I mean, it was super obvious that it's like there goes Mando and Grogu flying into season 3, and you know, it's like the
The
same thing
music
with
changes to the Mandalorian theme and
exactly, yeah,
yeah.
and the same thing happened with Ahsoka at the end of well, not at the end, but during episode 6, where you know it's like, oh, will I see you again? It's like, yeah, I'm going off to my series, and I'm probably gonna save you from becoming a bitter old man and save your character. So. Uh, so yeah, no, but they're building like they're building this. There is very marvelous what they're doing, and I think it's on purpose,
Mhm.
right? And I think it's again building up to this convergence event where like either they're all going to come together to battle Snoke, or you know prevent Snoke, or you know, or we'll get Thrawn, and they're gonna do the Thrawn thing, which in my opinion should have been the trilogy, but you know,
No, I think if I had to guess right now, Thrawn is probably the big like future of he could be
yeah,
like the Thanos esque for their TV stuff. Um, but I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of other ways they could go. He might just be an Ahsoka series thing, and that's it. I
yeah,
don't know. But if I had to guess Thrawn, at first I was thinking more of like a battle for Mandalore, like a like because remember like that's talked about how in season 2 where they're Bo-Katan's talking about how technically they could it's a wasteland, but they could try to restore those
try to
lands and
rebuild, yeah,
rebuild. So that could be just a Mandalorian show thing, or that could be something where if the Empire fought so hardly to stop Mandalore, it could be a last stand in essence, where if there's a significance to that. I don't know. I'm just throwing out ideas and stuff, but
Yeah.
no, I think there will be an Avengers moment that is coming for
Yeah.
the Star Wars universe. That's right now on Disney Plus.
Yeah. For the Mandoverse.
The Mandoverse,
Yeah.
yeah, it's like the Arrowverse instead of the Mandoverse. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it's good. I'm excited. Like, I'm really excited. Um, and we don't have to wait long to get more Star Wars. So we'll go into that in a minute. But yeah, overall, I enjoyed it. I mean, it was not as good as Mando season 2. I think Mando season 2 was really really good. Um, you know, this one is like Mando season 2.5. Almost. It's like they had to get Boba Fett and Fennec's story out there, right, and set it up for the event because the event's gonna happen, and when again, my opinion is like Cad Bane's not dead, so we're Cobb Vanth is gonna get enhanced, and I don't know how that's gonna play out. I'm assuming that in Mando season 3 he's gonna come back to Tatooine and say hi to everyone, and then go back out and do his stuff. So I'm excited. I'm excited, and we'll find out. I guess probably summer-ish, right? When we'll get the next season, which is probably gonna be end of the year more than likely.
I'm gonna say Christmas if I had to guess
Yeah,
right now.
end of
Mando
the
season
year.
3 probably be Christmas.
Yeah. I mean, based on the other Star Wars stuff that's coming out. So,
Yeah.
Joel, did they announce Bad Batch season 2? Because I know that that's coming, but there's no
No, but
official
it's
date.
coming.
Yeah.
It's coming this year.
Yeah. I don't think it's going to be on May the 5th, though, right?
Don't even get me. Don't.
Because I don't think they're
Wait,
going
you want to
to.
just talk about
They
it?
probably
You
don't
want to?
They're not going to overlap with Obi-Wan. Like, they
No, but
can't.
that's the problem. Is
Yeah.
that the Obi-Wan's not coming out on May the 4th?
No.
That's the issue that we have here.
No, it's
It's
May
like
25th.
what the
Yeah.
heck? May 25th,
Yep.
and I'm going like, Obed? That is the biggest marketing fail on Disney's side in like the history of Star Wars in like
Are
recent.
you? Well, I'm gonna pull the John Cena thing and come in and like, are you sure about that? Because that's
Dude,
not.
that is
I don't know.
that is like
Genie
the
Plus.
biggest dumb
Genie Plus.
dude. No, I'm talking about
No, that's
specifically
Star Wars.
Star Wars
Star Wars.
world.
Star Wars. Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, oh, there's a lot of other we can
Yeah.
talk about that,
But I mean,
I want to be careful
who
there
knows,
too.
right? Because we may get Bad Batch on May the 4th, and then overlap with Obi-Wan.
Well, Obi-Wan
25th
of
is
all
a
the
Friday,
shows,
right?
dude. The
25th.
showdown of the century.
Okay.
This is the kind of show, dude, I have ridiculous expectations
So
for.
May the 4th is a Wednesday, and the 25th is also a Wednesday. Wow,
Right.
yeah, you're right. Why are they
And
not doing
Wednesdays
this?
is when these things have been coming out. Boba Fett's been coming on Wednesday.
They
It
have to.
makes
I mean, they must have
zero.
They must have hit a delay, dude. I mean, there's no
I
going around it,
mean,
bro.
I think this is a fail, dude. I think there's the thing I've heard people say, right? So Star Wars Celebration, I think is like May 30th or something like that. So like they want to have it like around that weekend or so, that week. Who cares? No disrespect. I've gone to Star Wars Celebration. Who cares about 60,000 people, whatever, that are going to be at this convention when the hype could be on May the 4th, where the world has the ability to watch this thing at home, where we're celebrating Star Wars Day. It is a very passionate day for Star Wars fan. We get hyped about everything, and it's gonna be trending all day. I mean, I work in marketing, dude. Like, we talk every time May the 4th is coming. We make plans for it because we know all day it's gonna be trending. You want to be a part of that stuff, right?
Yeah.
Like, how could the people at Disney Lucasfilm not get this?
They must have
What
had
a
it.
fail!
Yeah, I agree. Right, I'm
By
not
weeks, like crazy.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with that. But I think they must have hit a snag. they a post production snag or something. Like something must have
The only
happened.
thing I
And,
think of is the holiday. They want to get around that holiday that weekend.
for Memorial Day.
Yeah, that's the only thing I think of is
Well,
maybe the
why though?
holiday.
It
They
doesn't
thought it
matter.
would do better on their analytics. I don't think they get Star Wars, man. Like when it comes to that side of the business,
I don't think they're
I
just
just
getting
it's hard.
anything like right now, right?
Oh, man.
You still want to be
He said it,
conservative.
guys. He said
You
it.
still want to be conservative about it. Hey, you know what?
Yeah,
I'm in the pool. So
he
yeah,
said
man.
it.
It's I just yeah. I mean, like overall, right? And they had
Whew.
this in the call. Was it yesterday or today? Like, and it was like so out of touch
Yeah,
with some of the things that they were saying. I don't know, bro. It's like all over the place. It's like it seems like flailing, and then you know what's okay. Going back to the parks, right? Because we love the parks, but how is it possible, dude? How is it freaking possible that my daughter comes back from school, right? I was wrapping up a meeting that I had at work, today. So I wrapped up the meeting. Daughter comes back from school. About a half hour later, she comes in. Like it was like 4 o'clock this afternoon, dude. And and she grabs my phone. It was today, a Thursday, the 10th of February, dude. Thursday. And she grabs my phone and starts checking the lines at Magic Kingdom. Dude, everything, with the exception of filler magic, is 1 hour wait or
yeah,
over.
yeah.
Everything.
Yes.
And I told her, it's like there's something very wrong with what they're doing, and she doesn't understand. She's 7, right? It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
and she's like, I don't understand what you're saying, Daddy. It's like, okay, open the Universal app and check out the lines at Islands of Adventure, and the freaking Velocicoaster was 30 minutes. Hagrid was an hour, but everything else was 10, 20 minutes. I was like, see, they're doing something wrong. I I don't know. I honestly like why? Why is this
There's
happening?
reports of ridiculous right now. I like between January and now February, where they're having crazy long lines and busy crowds out there. I don't fully understand it either. I figured that with the rising prices, there would be a cutback. I guess not. I guess there's.
I mean,
I don't know, man.
allegedly, like people are getting Genie Plus, but at the same time, a lot of people are complaining about Genie Plus because they're paying, but they're not able to book anything because everything's booked, right? So it's a waste of money, and I just don't understand, Joel. I just
That's
don't
probably more credit
understand.
to the sales staff. I feel like the sales staff's probably really marketing it as this, life saving must have for your orders or
I mean,
something. Or
because
some
it's cheap, right? But at the same time, I mean, cheap compared to Universals, but
oh yeah.
Universals work,
Yeah.
and you still get regular wait times, not an hour and a half for Tower of Terror like it was today. Like no, it was like 2 hours. It was like 2 hours and 10 minutes when she
Also,
checked.
Universal's not scheduling. You just jump into an express lane and you're
Exactly,
and you're moving
dude. You
right
just
up.
jump in and that's it. Yeah, and
I don't
they're not doing park reservations. Like the idea to keep park.
know.
Why are you doing
I
park
know.
reservations if you're not going to honor it? Then it's BS, right? I
Yeah.
don't. There's a lot of things, right? And
Now them making the money from that report, that large sum of money. I'm like, yeah, when you raise the prices, of course they're gonna make more
yeah,
revenue.
and they
Like
change everything. Everything's more
that's not
expensive.
economics.
Yeah, it's like more ticket prices. You're charging more for parking. You're charging more for food.
Yeah.
You're charging more for merchandise. Charging more for everything. Of course, you're gonna make more money, right?
Yeah.
It's like it's ridiculous, right?
Like, and these people already plan their vacations. Like, you think they're just gonna, like, come on.
Yeah, exactly.
The effects won't happen right away.
Yeah, it's I don't know. I don't know. Right, and it all boils down to your experience. Like if I go in and everything is a 2 hour wait, it's like why am I here, bro? It's like just to hang out on Main Street. It's
Which is fun, but that's not gonna be
no,
your
no,
someone who
I,
paid for a vacation.
no, absolutely
Like,
not, absolutely not.
yeah.
I mean, it's gotten to the point where you have to pick 4 rides and that's it, and you just pick those four
Oh
rides and
yeah.
you roll with it, and then the rest of the day it's just going around and seeing things. it's unsustainable right now, and
Yeah.
I'm afraid it's gonna pop, and it's gonna pop hard, dude. It's gonna pop hard, and you know,
Yeah.
uh, we're passionate about it. We've made that clear.
We,
So,
yeah.
but we want to see them succeed, and I think that a lot of the decisions that have been made lately are just asinine. So, there's no way around it,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah, it's
Honestly,
it's it's very hard to understand. I agree though. That
it's like
crazy long line stuff,
you know,
but that marketing of Obi-Wan, that got
it's
me because
super
I
fail.
was like, that's like I want to be in that meeting just to hear them explain
The
the
reason.
reasoning of who in the room had the bright idea for May 25th.
Uh,
Kathleen, was that you?
Galactic
Like
Star
who was
Cruiser, or the
yeah.
Galactic Star Cruiser opens next month. So, which apparently they're very happy with, and there's like, it's wide open to book
And
after
they're
next
having a
month.
hard time getting staff
Yeah,
for the restaurant.
yeah,
They're
bro.
just hiring inexperienced people.
Do you see the Shea Universal through with the box trucks? It's like, huh?
No,
No, they
no, I
put
didn't
a
see it.
they tweeted a picture of a truck with a Universal logo saying "Hop in." It's just a
Oh,
box truck. Dude, they
that
have
was good.
they have
That
no they
was
have no
good.
chill. Yeah,
That
they're
was smart.
they're
Wow.
they're going. They're going.
Good for those guys.
Yeah. No. They're every chance they get,
Hop
they'll
in.
yeah.
Sorry.
Every time they go,
That's good.
and when someone tweets like from like WW News or one of these other accounts,
Yeah.
right? When they start tweeting, it's like everything's like a 2 hour wait. And it's like our lines are pretty good over here. It's like yeah, dude, they know what's up.
Oh yeah.
They know what's up, and they better buckle up, dude.
Well, Epic
2025 when
Universe is
this
coming.
thing, yeah, 2025 when that thing opens, dude, it's gonna be crazy. And I don't know if you saw like national ratings came out, and SeaWorld ranked number one. SeaWorld Orlando.
Well, the prices aren't getting inflated. They still
No,
do the same
they still
thing.
do like
I
the
just spoke to
yeah,
somebody the other day. It's the
yeah,
same. Like the most expensive pass or whatever, it isn't even like $200, I
and it
think.
has food included.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
get like a full meal
yeah,
and
full meals, two full
everybody's
meals, dude.
happy. Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's great. That's a deal. See, I
Good for
would
those guys.
like that's what Disney needs right now. Disney needs a strict uh I think a strict um reservation system where honestly, dude, you need to make a study of what's the max amount of people that you can have at the park where people can still have a good time, and
Wow.
cap it. I don't care,
Yeah.
dude. I
I agree.
don't care. And you cap it, right? And you lower the price of admission. You don't have to lower the food, you don't have to lower the merchandise, but the price of admission needs to go down, dude. Like or include Genie Plus, and with the price.
That's true.
Like
Yep.
honestly,
Yep.
like there's no excuse why these tickets are more than $100. Honestly,
Yeah.
like even now, right? Um,
Well, there's less right now to do at the parks than there was prior to 2020.
oh, there's
There's
a lot of
less things open.
construction. Yeah, there's a lot of construction, a lot of
There's a lot of shows that
refurbishments.
they used to do and things that they
Yeah,
used to
no
do that they're
shows, no
not
car, no
doing.
meet and greets.
No meet and greet pictures. Yep.
Bro,
All
are you
that
are you
stuff. So
kidding
you're
me?
paying for more with a less experience. That's not
Everything's
it's
open on
not a good
Universal.
sale. Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
everything's open on
Which
Universal. Yeah,
everything's open universal and their stuff's the same. So yeah, long term I agree with you, but it's a worrying sign. But
yep.
look, back to Obi-Wan. I think that poster was awesome. I have
I'm
to
really
ask you,
excited.
Obed, early predictions, like if Filoni's involved, right? There's already a lot that we know about it, right? Stuff from Rebels with the third brother and all the stuff, right? But like, um, any like surprises that you would say could be coming in here that you right now you could easily predict outside of the stuff that we already know? Like, is Darth Maul going to be in this show? Like, people really want that. I don't
Um,
know. This is the prime more of them, right? We're not talking about like
eh,
they're older. They're still in a time that
Maul, yeah, because Maul dies like 5 years later.
right.
Yeah, if he did die, which we assume he did, right?
Yeah.
There's a possibility. There's supposed to, he's gonna be mentioned
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah.
Kenobi.
um, I don't know. I'm thinking that they're going to play it safe on this one,
Okay.
and they're going to do. It's going to be very familiar, right? And we may see Kestis, Cal Kestis. That's
People have said that. Yeah.
we may see Cal Kestis because that's like around the same time, right? The it could be like leading up to or right after Fallen Order, where this takes place. Because Fallen Order was like 9 years after Order 66. This is 10 years, so this is like time wise, it does play out. So we could see Kyle Kestis, like we could see Cal. And he goes down to Tatooine tracking with the holocron. It's like, oh, I'm here to track this kid. And Obi-Wan's like, nah, bro, get away. It's nothing to see here. Yeah, yeah, because he just
That'd be
wants to
epic,
keep
dude.
him secret and safe. So
Yeah, and
yeah,
there's rumors of the whole like chasing Leia thing. I hope that's actually not a thing in there because like
we
that
could.
kind of is
Yeah,
the
I
whole
mean,
thing of like
we could see
they're not
Organa.
supposed to know. They're not. Yeah, I can see them showing, but we're not supposed to
Yeah,
really know she's one
yeah.
of the kids, right? Like Vader's not supposed to like
No,
know.
no,
So as long as they keep
Vader has no clue. Yeah, yeah,
he has
yeah.
he does not have no idea. So if anything,
Yeah.
it's just her as a kid. That's just because Organa is a powerful figure for the rebellion,
Correct. We could see her like in training with Organa. It's like, hey,
right?
so my daughter is like, this is how you deal with these people and that sort of thing. So we could see that. Yeah,
Right.
we could see that. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm not gonna make too many predictions because we gotta roll
No
out.
worries. The
Yeah.
last thing for Star Wars, though, mentioning Andor already supposedly got a season two.
Mm-hmm.
Came out from that interview with Skarsgård about what project he's working on. He said he's working on Dune, and then he said in the in autumn or fall, wherever he's going to be working on season two of Andor. Clearly, old guy let the loose lips
We could see
tell us
Andor.
that that's what's going on.
We could see Andor in the Obi-Wan show because it's about the same time again. Yeah.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. Well, he'd be young, very much younger,
Oh yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
yes, yeah, he'd be pretty much younger. But yes, now again with that story, Obed, like there's been guesses that maybe Vader will be in there, maybe. But outside of that, like
Guess this.
who from the who from the Filoni verse would be also in an Andor show? Like, I don't
Oh,
really imagine many, but if Filoni's involved, does if you see Cad Bane showing up, like these things, like there's what kind of stuff in this kind of show would they
the
do between third and
Martez
fourth?
sisters.
No, no, no. No. because because this guy
Sandula.
is not a force user, right?
Yeah.
Like because my first one of my guesses was like maybe like Ventress or someone like old or something like like much older
Didn't
version or
Ventress
something.
die?
But
Like,
I thought that, but I don't think she did when I was looking into it. I don't remember her dying
well,
fake to death when she was
she
old.
died on Legends. I'm not
Oh,
sure.
okay, yeah,
Yeah. We could see Syndulla, right? Because we can see the Rebels crew.
yeah.
Yeah, we can see those guys. So, because it's about the same, it's around the same time again. So,
So Hera shows up maybe.
yeah, yeah. So, what's the fairy guy? I forgot his name from
I can't
from
remember.
Rebels. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see.
Of all the shows, man, one of the most underrated, not really talked about. Another one that I mentioned about similar to Boba Fett, where I just said like I'm not against it, but it's not something that I'm actively asking for. But somehow getting a season two, so clearly they got plans. They got plans.
Yeah. Yep. Cool. Yeah. All right. Well, speaking of Universal and knowing what they're doing, we got that trailer for Jurassic World Dominion, and how can they pull Star Wars better than Star Wars, Joel? Like, how do you bridge? It's like it's really hard to bridge the generations. How do you do this thing? It's like, no. Here you go. That's how you do it. Very good stuff. I was very impressed with this trailer. very, very good. It looks like a little bit more of a serious tone to it too, to the movie itself, right? And visually looked very good. Um, Very interesting to see just dinosaurs like everywhere now, and not just contained in one area and one small area in an island. Good to see all of the old crew back. Laura Dern and um it uh ah
Jeff
yeah,
Goldblum.
Jeff Goldblum and I was looking for the other guy's name, Alan Grant. Forgot his name.
Yeah.
Anyhow, yeah, but they're all back, and it's awesome. So, yeah, pretty good stuff, man. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree. Like you said, the Star Wars reference. I like how with this series, they didn't rush to bring in the old stuff, but they were always true to it, right? Like in the first one, they have the whole like the guys wearing the original Jurassic Park T-shirt and like referencing and stuff,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And then the second one, you get Jeff Goldblum, doing his
Mm-hmm.
monologue in front of like the Senate or something or whatever the group was, and then now in this one, you get them all back. I love that build up. I love the continuation of the original characters, right? Chris Pratt, Bryce Dallas Howard, which she's a fine actress, but that woman needs to be making a Star Wars movie. So,
Oh yeah. Oh no, she's
that
gonna she's gonna make the Mando verse like get together movie.
yeah,
Yeah,
she gotta be,
that's her thing.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
She's def like no nothing against her acting, lovely actress, but we need you behind the camera setting up these stories because she is fantastic with as a storyteller.
And she understands
Um,
what's up. Yeah.
she understands what's up. Very very good. And so yeah, like I mean, I think this is going to be a nice conclusion. They made it clear that beyond this, the Jurassic franchise will endure. Makes sense, right? It's a moneymaker, but it's a nice like three movies, give it a rest, and then see what their future plans are. I always assumed, Obed, that the future plans were to create some kind of war weaponized kind of dinosaur storyline where like they're used in war. If you think about in the first movie, right? Vincent D'Onofrio, his character kind of alludes to that, right? Where they kind of want to have them train and use in combat.
Yeah. And
And
then
I
two
think I
was
could
the they were selling them on the
selling
black
them the foreign
market. Yeah.
governments, right? So I always wanted to see that kind of be led in, and I think this the groundwork has been still put for that to be maybe beyond this. But yeah, good trailer. Definitely looking forward to watching it. There's not really much more you can say than they hit the nostalgia, but I think even the fans that maybe are not familiar with the old stuff are still gonna have a good time.
Yeah.
That's what Star Wars was supposed to do, right? Be something that the old OG fans will be happy with, but then the new people can still have a good time. I think this one's gonna do that. Hopefully, it will deliver, but looks good.
Yeah. Looks very, very good. I'm excited for sure. I It's crazy that I did not expect this from Jurassic World, but here we are, right? It's like I had a few things that were not in my cards for 2022, but it's I think we're still in good shape. Don't hold on, I think I broke the stream. There we go, I fixed it.
We're back.
Hey. Um, cool. Joel, we had a pretty decent Nintendo Direct yesterday, where we had a few big announcements, starting with, I'll let you take this one.
What we're talking about? What was one talking about Mario first, or do you want to
Yeah,
talk about Star Wars?
Mario Soccer?
Yeah, Strikers.
Strikers, yeah.
Strikers, dude. Strikers was a very, very man, that was one of my favorites. Obed, I'll be this serious. I played so many hours of Strikers on GameCube. I became so good at that game. Like, obviously times are different now. I haven't touched that in a long time. But like, had I kept with that, dude, I would have felt like, we go to like the CEO and stuff like that, bro. I would have competed against people with this thing, dude. I
Competitive.
was
Chill's a
I
competitive Mario
was
Strikers
I was
player.
a competitive Mario Strikers, esports gamer. I was gonna be on that track, but no, the times changed. Yeah, I love this coming back, Obed, and I love that they're bringing some newness to it. Eight
Yeah,
players, one device, like
yeah.
they know this is a party game
It's a
again.
party
Like I
game.
love that about Nintendo, and it's so much fun. Like as long as they keep it the same as the original, like and even better. Like so much fun,
Yeah.
dude.
Yep. Very cool. June 10th. So not a long wait on that one.
No,
Yep. Um, the one announcement that was kind of weird to me, right? But at the same time, it just makes a lot of sense. It was the Mario Kart one
yeah,
because people are like expecting a new Mario Kart game, right? And then they said it's like, oh, we you love Mario Kart, and we know that you guys have a great time with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, which I mean, it's one of the best selling games of all time, right? Mario Kart Deluxe, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and
that was my
it,
first game on my Switch.
yeah, I think it's a lot of people's first game on the Switch. It is just a great game, and I think people wanted something new, but then they came out and said there's paid DLC coming out. But it's crazy, right? What they're doing is pretty insane. So they're gonna have 48 new tracks, which I think the game right now has 48 tracks, if I'm not
Right,
wrong.
right.
So they'll have 48 new tracks for $25, or included with the Switch Online Plus that includes the N64 and the Genesis games. I think it's a good deal. I think it's actually a very very good deal. You get $25 and you get basically an entirely new game, but would you still have the same mechanics, but you get new tracks, which is what most of these games are usually are new tracks, right? I think the last one that iterated more was Double Dash, where it had like the tag team thing. But then after that, it became more like standardized, and old Mario Karts were basically like updates from the previous one. It just makes sense, man. I mean, you already have an established fan base, a game that a lot of people play, a game that a lot of people have, and you come out and offer basically double the content for half the price, and and you got it. Like, I think it's a pretty good move. Like, it sounds weird, like it sounded weird at the beginning, but then when they said it was like, oh, it's 48 new tracks. The last batch, I don't know if you saw when it comes out. No, it's gonna be like like fall 2023.
Oh
So
wow.
so it's a full like year and a half of
Then
like
that's completely
tracks
putting
coming out.
away. That's putting away, and no nine is coming anytime soon.
No, yeah. So no nine's coming until at least 2025 now, because no, you know, and
If it's
uh,
a bestseller, it's doing well.
bro, I think it's a no brainer. Yeah,
Yeah.
honestly, you don't have to rework game physics. You don't need to rework mechanics. You just add the content. It may sound like, oh, people want a new game, dude. I think it's a no brainer. Honestly, just keep expanding. Like, I think like, honestly, that they said that that Fighter Pass 2 for Smash was gonna be the last. Honestly, I think we're probably gonna see a Fighter Pass, not this year, but it could get announced like at the end of this year for sometime next year, where they'll have like a new battle pass for Smash,
Oh yeah.
where you get more characters. And I think that Nintendo is not, like, they're not going for the Destiny thing, right? With games as a service, like, this is their games as a service. Is establish a platform and just keep adding content to it. I think that's how they're gonna write it. So I think it's a good move. Fire Emblem's Warriors coming out. So this is a Fire Emblem Warriors Three Houses, a spinoff, a Warriors based spinoff of Fire Emblem. I think the biggest announcement was the Xenoblade Chronicles 3. It's coming out in September 2022. Huge RPG, very very popular. That's a big deal game right there. Splatoon 3, they're saying summer. I can see this game getting delayed until fall, honestly. But that multiplayer thing they showed was looked pretty good. That looked fun.
Yeah.
Kirby again. That game looks phenomenal. That game,
Yeah.
that game, that game has no right to look as good as it looks.
It's crazy, dude.
Yeah,
Like I would
yeah.
have never paid attention to that. Not because I think it's bad, just because it's a household name that's probably gonna be fine. But like you said, Opet, that thing looks like it's gonna be like they just loaded that thing up, man. They
My
went
daughter's
crazy
really
with it.
excited for that one. She's like super hyped. She's like, "This looks very good." I was like,
I'm a kid at heart, man. I'm with her. I
"Yeah,
want one.
it looks really good." And that big
Yeah,
mouth thing they got, it's
yeah,
so dumb, but it's so good too. It's
yeah,
like one of those things that are super dumb but super good at the same time. Yeah,
yeah.
it just yeah, pretty cool stuff. Out of nowhere, they announced that Earthbound is coming to Nintendo Switch Online, but what they're calling Earthbound Beginnings, which is basically the first Mother game that was out on the Famicom that we never got in the US. That's getting added to the package. No Mother 3 for all the Mother 3 like people out there. I know, but you know, yeah, it'll happen. Portal. So you're having a Portal pack. I think this one's a pretty big deal too, because that game's, I mean, it's on PC, right? But on consoles, it's still stuck back in PS3 360 era. So I think that releasing this game on the Switch makes a lot of sense. So it's a pack one and two Portal. It's a pretty good experience. Uh, Star Wars, The Force Unleashed, announced for the Switch. The Wii version of
Right.
Star Wars Unleashed.
Because you get the motion controls
Yep.
with your Switch Joy Cons,
Yeah, man.
where you throw them together and just the force section and your lightsaber. I'm like, hey, dude, like for me, that's an easy nostalgia pickup.
Yeah.
Like just on that alone, they got me. There's a couple nostalgia titles right now that they put out for this direct, and we're getting into them now. But yeah, that's one of them for
Yeah.
sure. Like,
Yeah. There's the Chrono Cross remaster. That I'm assuming it's coming out on everything as well. The Star Wars Force Unleashed is the Wii version, so as far as we know, this is a Switch exclusive, or I guess
right,
if you want to call it that, right?
exclusive.
Exclusive. Disney Speedstorm Racing that came out of
Yeah.
nowhere. That looked pretty good. It's a
Hmm.
Disney racer, basically like a Mario Kart. It's free to play, available on everything as far as I heard, and there's crossplay. So
Nice.
there's a lot going on there. My daughter saw it. It's like, oh, I want it. And it's like, okay, well, it's like, well, it's free. Yeah, you can just download it on your Switch Lite, and there
Yeah,
you go.
yeah. Nice. Very nice.
No Man's Sky going on Switch. Clono was back. That's a big one. So one and two coming out on the
Yeah.
Switch. I wouldn't mind checking those out. It's been a very long time, but those games are very good. Yeah, Assassin's Creed Ezio Collection.
Another nostalgia title.
Yep. Kingdom Hearts, the full thing. It's out today on Nintendo Switch Cloud. If you have a PS4, just buy the only one pack. Honestly, that there's no reason to buy this game on Switch unless you want to have Kingdom Hearts on the go, but then you still need internet.
Or if you only own a Switch.
Or if you only own it, exactly. But if you have a PS4, just buy the only one pack. It's like $30, and you get everything, and you can just run it off the PS4. Let's see anything else. They showed up a bunch of other trailers of stuff that's coming out, like Demon Slayer's coming out and Zombie Army 2. Was it Lego Brawls?
Yeah.
And that was pretty much it. Oh, MLB The Show is coming on the Switch. So that
Yeah.
I didn't know that was going to happen because I knew that was going to be on Xbox because that was said. But I did not know that there was going to be a Switch version. So pleasant surprise. It doesn't look as good as PS5, of course, but you have a baseball and MLB game on the Switch. So
No, but did I hear this right? That there's talk around Microsoft about trying to get Call of Duty on Switch or something like that. Did I hear something like this
yes,
right?
yeah, yep.
Man,
They said that they wanted to support Call of Duty on the Switch. That I think I heard about it yesterday. Yeah, you're
Yeah,
correct.
I'm like that's a unique choice because for I don't think of Switch as that kind of a platform, if you know what I mean. But they must have enough of a demand for it to want to put it
Yeah,
on there.
I mean they can get a multiplayer version of it running pretty decently. I think on the Switch.
Okay.
They it's probably bare bones with like toned down effects and whatnot, but I mean Doom's on the Switch. It runs at 30 FPS, but
Okay.
which is sad for Doom, right? But it's on the Switch. Both of them are. So, you know, those are pretty intense games graphically. So I can see Call of Duty or some version of Call of Duty. They'll just do maybe they'll just spin it off, kind of like what they did with remember the Vita had a Call of Duty that was not good.
I do remember that.
Yeah. But there was one that came out on Wii U. I think there was only one that came out on Wii U. It must have been Ghosts maybe because it was like right at the tail end. Or but they can probably do something multiplayer that they can just release on Switch. Um, or maybe they want to bring Warzone over to the Switch.
Yeah.
I mean that could be it.
Yeah.
Fortnite's on the Switch, so
That's
it's
true.
it's something that they may look into. Yeah. I don't know if you saw. Speaking of the Switch, there was an interview with the president of Nintendo this week, and he said that the Switch is at the midpoint in its life cycle. So
That's fair.
you know, and he confirmed that whatever comes after the Switch, it will be backwards compatible. That's gonna be Nintendo's thing. Like from now on, it's gonna be the hybrid thing, and it's gonna be like that forever, in my opinion. So
Yeah.
um,
Well, that makes sense.
yeah,
The Switch 2. Look, I call it
Super Switch,
Super Switch.
Switch
Oh yeah.
64,
The return of the console
the
wars.
Switch PlayStation. Oh, the PlayStation Switch. I don't know. I've been keeping my Vita here on my desk. It's like I don't for no reason at
Oh,
all, just to
yeah, it's
like
it's
just to
beauty,
keep
it's
it,
art.
just to exactly, yeah, just to keep it pretty, right? I was like, my daughter turned it on today. It was fully charged. Actually charged it last week,
Nice.
um, and I was like, Vita's still pretty cool, man. It's too
Yeah.
bad that those games are like really expensive now.
Yeah.
They're getting like ridiculously expensive, and everything on the store that's not delisted is just expensive, and they're not on sale. So sads. I did get a lot of PS Plus stuff that I'd never even played. That's there, but interesting stuff happening on the mobile side of things, I guess. That's what we got. Technical issues and all, sir. We made it.
We made it,
We
dude.
made
We
it.
still did our episode. Good episode, I think, my friend.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's always a good time.
Yeah.
Except if you go back, Joel, I listened to episode 23 this week of No Time,
No. Oh
and I don't know
no.
why it sounded like I was in a hurry. Like I was like, all right, talk, 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 and we were talking about the Deathstroke movie, Joe,
Oh
and how they're
wow.
gonna
Because that was
spin off
supposed to be a thing.
how they're gonna spin off Deathstroke from the Snyderverse, and that was
Wow.
yeah, bro. It was gonna be Deathstroke, and then TV spot for the Last Jedi. We're talking about that. Yeah, dude.
The
Interesting
Last
time.
Jedi.
Interesting times.
Wow.
Yeah,
Snyderverse was a thing.
Last
There
Jedi
was
was a
hope.
thing.
Last Jedi was a thing. There was hope for more Star Wars and wow.
Yeah, it was a very interesting episode, sir. But
Mm,
yeah, and I just realized that this April it'll be 5 years from Nolo time.
yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy,
Five
dude.
years. And you know
Time
something,
flies,
man? We've
bro.
had a lot of amazing moments we've had on this show right now, man. Like we've
Yeah,
had, I mean, if you those of you that got to check out our Orlando Voyager article that the piece they wrote on us, some highlights of some things that we've done. conventions we've covered, news we've covered, places we've been, and man, like it's so much fun. Like this is such a great thing for us to do, man.
Yeah, yeah. Really enjoy it, sir. I look forward every week.
Same,
Spending
same.
time. Hopefully catching up soon.
Yeah, yeah.
Because the COVIDs are starting to dwindle down, so
Yes.
it's looking a lot better. I think we're in good track for be back 100% this summer, so we're good.
Let's pray and hope for sure.
Yep. Joe, that's what we got. Take it away.
Absolutely. Everyone, thank you again so much for your time, for watching or listening to our show. We want to invite you to subscribe to us. So you can subscribe to our podcast on podcast platforms of your choice, the audio version. It's on iTunes, Google Play, SoundCloud, Spotify, Amazon Music. You can find us on those podcast platforms. No load time. Subscribe to us there. Or you could subscribe, of course, to our video version on our YouTube channel. Hit that subscribe button, like the videos, drop us a comment, and share it with your friends and family. We'd really appreciate that, guys. And also, we invite you to stay connected with us through our social media at No Load Time. That's at No Load Time. If you're watching the video version of the show right now, right below me, you'll see our social media handles. We are on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. You can always follow us at No Load Time there. And then, of course, on our Twitch account where we are streaming also our episodes too, No Load Time altogether. Follow us there. Again, share it with your friends and family. We'd really appreciate that. And if you have any questions, comments, feedback, hey, you want to sponsor us, AMC? I gave you a nice shout out, right? Send us an
Disney
email.
hit me up.
Disney hit it up. Send an email to us. Maybe your question or comment, maybe will even be discussed on a future episode. Send an email to noloadtime@gmail.com. That's noloadtime@gmail.com. We appreciate y'all. We appreciate you, Disney. We appreciate you, Universal. We just want the best, of course. We're passionate fans, and we'll always be passionate on the show. We'll see you all on our next episode.
Thank you, guys. Stay safe. We'll see you again next time.